Working as a foot care nurse, are there any safety risks? This is one of the questions that I get asked quite a bit by other nurses who are thinking of becoming foot care nurses. If this is something that you have been given some thought, stay tuned because I will help to clear up those questions that you have in your mind. If you're new here, my name is Jazz, and I'm a foot care nurse in Nova Scotia, Canada. And every client that I have, this is something I explain to them. I wear an N95 mask while I'm doing foot care. I find that it's better for me because when I wear just a regular medical mask, at the end of the day, I itch, I have a cough. I'm not sure if it's like an allergic reaction, maybe to the mask or maybe to the nail dust. But once I wear the N95 mask, which is, if you're a nurse, you know that this is the way to go in terms of masking. So I find that at the end of the day, I have no issues with coughing or so. So for me, that's another plus when it comes on to safety. The other thing I want to talk about is going into someone's home. You meet someone over the phone and they say, I would like foot care, and you go into that home. I started the foot care and they saw the nippers. I don't know what happened, but they just started to be, I would say, a little bit belligerent. And I just had to stop the foot care right there and then. And I just left and I just told them that they could rebook. And it was very hard for me because I had just started working with my company to go into the office and say to my manager, I am sorry, but I couldn't have seen, like, I was just unsure. Maybe I was a little bit scared too, because that was the very first I had encountered anything like that. And I had to have a conversation with my manager. I had to say to her, I went in and they just started shouting, and I'm not sure if this was a panic attack, not sure what it was, but I didn't hang around to find out what it was. And I just said to her, if this client calls back again, I absolutely do not want to see this client. And of course, while having that conversation with her, there were several thoughts that were going through my mind. How is this going to affect my reputation? Did I do the right thing? There were just a bunch of thoughts that went through my mind. But at the end of the day, for me, being safe was absolutely important. So I know I'm sharing this experience with you, but I want you to know that foot care is very rewarding. But it's always good at the end of the day to make sure that people know where you are and to just make sure you observe your surroundings. That is key, very key. And also just to protect your mental health. So whether it's taking the day off, whether it's doing a self-care day, those are things that I have found that have helped me along my journey as a foot care nurse. So if there are any other safety tips that you would like me to know or others to know, whether they're foot care nurses or medical professionals that go into homes, please leave a comment below and let's get this conversation started.